right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Hearts of Men. This is our first official podcast. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Brandon. I'll be one of your hosts.
I'm the co-host Arlen Avery. Glad to accompany you, sir.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate this. This is a podcast is going to be generally about the men and how they feel, discussing things that they go through, the same as women. Is basically we're going to be talking to you about divorce, depression, loss of a child, loss of a family member, stuff that people think we men are, we're tough, we can take it, it's not going to happen, like we don't need to know what our feelings are, but most men are hurting, and most men don't talk about it. Most men aren't asked, what's going on with them. So
It's kind of assumed that everything is all right. If something happens, especially right now during COVID, men are losing their jobs, and it's just kind of like, oh, get over it, you'll get another one, or going through a divorce or just a family situation. It seems like men sometimes are just kind of, like you said, forced to just suck it up. You'll get over it. You're a man. You can't sit around and mope around and express your feelings. And then that causes multiple issues. So this is a wonderful outlet to do this. So yeah.
Yeah, so our goal is, this is going to be a weekly show. So we'll get on, talk about different topics each week. We'll get on, and we may have a special guest one week. We may not. It just depends on how everything goes. But, this is for an outlet for all men, just to get this done. You don't have to, and when you're a guest, you don't have to say your name if you don't want to. It's completely up to you. But, we're going to be here, expressing ourselves, coming from our hearts, because of stuff that we went through.
Sharing our testimony.
Definitely. The idea came to me a while ago, even before COVID hit, that men need some kind of outlet, some kind of group to go to, because we don't get that often. We don't see talk about everything. Even among other men, we don't talk to each other. So it was put on my heart to to come out and do this. It was going to initially be just a group that I did every week, but then when COVID happened, it got put on my heart even more, because we're all inside. So we gotta be separated. We gotta be 6 feet apart from each other. We can't interact like we usually do. But I figured this is a good way to do this outlet, and we'll be available on all podcasting services. We'll have video and audio available, so you can find us at any time.
This is good. I'm ready. I'm ready to share my experiences, and listen to others. Of course, yours, Brandon. Listening to some of the things that you've been through and how you've got through them, and definitely this should be an outlet to help others who went through the same thing that you went through, I went through, or somebody else went through. So that's what it's about, is just really helping out, having an outlet to express your feelings when you really can't maybe feel like you can express them to your friends or family, and then in doing that, you're by sharing your testimony, you're helping others to maybe get through what they're going through, that you went through, and just kind of sharing how you got through them, the things that you went through, the process that it took you to get through it, and sharing that with somebody else. It'll definitely help them get through what they're going through at that time.
Yes, definitely. So this is just in our introduction, for you, the viewer and listener, so that you know who we are and what we're doing here. So we appreciate your time of joining us. We'll be back next week with a topic on definitely something that's going to be on our hearts. Definitely something that's that's been on my heart to do is the first talk, because I know my brother has been through it. Arlen's been through it. Is the loss of a child. Mm-hmm. So we will see you again next week. Once again, I'm Brandon.
I'm Arlen.
And this has been the Hearts of Men.